may not be suitable for children under 13 years of age. Viewer discretion is advised. Hey, what's going on, guys? Patriot Prime here once again with another episode of the SITREP. And I think this is my first SITREP of February. I have been so busy this month and just have not had time to sit down with fellow YouTubers. But tonight, that changes as we interview Collector Express. Now, this gentleman right here, I also had the pleasure of meeting at Big Lick Comic-Con last weekend.
Yes,
Mr. Express, how are you doing tonight?
I am doing wonderful. It was great to get to see you, and loved seeing how much fun Dylan was having. He was just like a firecracker running off.
He was everywhere. He had such a good time, and I think my
Speedy
favorite
Gonzalez.
What's that?
Speedy Gonzalez.
Oh, I know. My favorite part out of the con was watching him. He was just so enthralled with everything. And when he ran into that group of Spider-Men, the whole Spider-Verse, and they invited him into the pictures that they were taking with all those other people, I was just like, dude, you guys are awesome. And he talked about that all week.
I thought it was cute too. And when he had his mask on, I was like, have you seen Dylan? He come up and whispered to me, I'm Dylan.
He loved it. And then the next day we went as Shazam, but we didn't stay as long. He wasn't into it. I think it was a lot colder that day. And it was a lot more crowded. There was a lot of people there for the costume contest. It was just kind of hard to maneuver around. And we went too early. I wish we went later on Sunday, because when the costume contest did happen, that's when everybody showed up in their full costumes. And there were some really cool ones from what I saw online.
Some of the pictures were really good.
And that Predator one was fantastic. Did you see the Dr. Doom?
Oh, yeah. It's impressive what people can build out of foam and...
Oh, I know. I had people ask me at work, would you not dress up? I was like, no, I'm a big guy. There's not many heroes that look like me.
The closest thing I could do, I'm a big guy too. I'm heavy set too. I don't know if there's a mecha show like in the early 2000s called Megas XLR. The main character was Coop. The Deloise one of the Deloises did the voices. Fat guy, flannel shirt, jeans, basically like what I wear all the time anyway. There's a flannel vest, and he finds a mech in like a junkyard. There's a big pile of stuff. The guy in the junkyard says, anything that pile's $2. When it collapses, he finds it, he fixes it up, and he puts like flames on the arms. It was almost like a Patriot Prime before there was Patriot Prime. He's fixed it up.
Well, Kato's seen it. Megas, I'll have to check that out.
It is amazing. The creator has tried to buy it back from Cartoon Networks multiple times, but they won't let it go.
PPR, you could be a hero. You could be the Blob. Nagging, this is for you. Right there. Right there. What a dick. I love him. Nagging's been part of my crew here for a long time. That's how you know we're military guys. You can call each other dicks. You're good. What's up, asshole? It's just how it goes. So,
I always come up with. I'm subscribed to Angry Cop Review. He's an active drill sergeant, and I guess from your stuff too. Now, actually, we've got something popped up. It's like people like Stolen Valor. Like I was been watching those here recently. Like, what's wrong with these people?
Oh, there's some good ones. There's one. I think some guy went to an Army Navy store, just bought every medal he could.
I'm glad to hear that they actually made that a felony now.
Oh, yeah. Big time. Big time. Well, we might as well get started. We got 13 people who are taking the time out of their Sunday to watch us. I've been binging Netflix all weekend. Dylan and Lisa, they went to her parents yesterday, so I had the house all to myself for like 8 hours, and I finally completed Longmire. I don't know if you've ever seen that show, but I love that one.
Sounds familiar.
Highly recommend it. Highly recommend it.
It's hard to find something to watch anymore.
He got a double flip on. That don't happen often. I usually don't throw out the double bird. All right. Well, we're going to get started. And I think during this SITREP we're also going to do a Toyhax giveaway. I love doing the live giveaways. I've got plenty of these clear back Decepticon logos to give out to maybe a couple winners in the chat tonight. So
those are cool. Where do you get those?
What's that?
Those
Where
are
do
cool.
I
Where do you get
these
those?
Toyhax decals? I about threw them all over the room. I forgot that was open. I kid you not.
I've done that.
I can't tell you how many times, because with my friends, or as some people refer to us, the clique, we always share, weird comments we get, and I always have to screenshot the ones where somebody asks, "Where do you get those decals from?" It's like, where do I get the Toyhax decals from that I constantly say Toyhax, refer to, which has Toyhax in the logo. That's beautiful. Patriot Prime right there.
Yeah, and he's rocking a Toyhax Autobot logo.
What Prime is that?
This is the Magic Square, like their only MP entry, which I custom painted the legs.
Okay.
And I did all the blue, I repainted. The reds were beautiful, but the blue was almost like had a purplish hue to it, so I had to redo that. And also I did the wiper blades. They were silver.
Oh, yeah. That looks really good.
You can really pull off some dynamic poses with this one, because it's got this crazy accordion joint for the ab crunch.
Okay.
So you can actually just basically fake a lot of stuff and it's super easy. Like, just pull off some great poses. And pull off some nice dynamic poses with this thing. I really like it.
I tell you what, I'm sitting there looking at your beard. I'm looking at my beard. Another hero I could pull off, Peacemaker's dye beard. I'm about ready to go that route.
Yeah. Mine, top of the head, it's fine. My beard's like gone gray. It's got to get out.
Oh, that's mine. And the wife and kid will not let me shave this off. I grew up for No Shave November, and I kid around. I was like, this needs to go. I look so old. They're like, no, don't do it. Don't do it. All right. Well, we've been 7 minutes in, haven't even started with the SITREP yet. For those of you not familiar with the SITREP, what it is a interview session that I have with fellow toy reviewers on YouTube, where I ask them 10 questions, 5 questions regarding Transformers toys, and 5 questions regarding them as a YouTuber. Now, Prime, if you want to go, collector, I call him Prime. He's wearing a Prime shirt. I'm Prime.
Well, this is Prime too.
God, what's that? Save show and tell for later. That's some amazing stuff, man.
Oh.
All right. What are we talking about? SITREPing.
Yeah.
So anyway, Collector Express, I know you collect a lot more than Transformers. So if you want to derail this, feel free. Derailing is part of the charm of the SITREP. But first off, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Myself, I'm a big time collector. I've collected toys forever. Like a lot of people, some people, they took a break and stopped, and I've collected ever since I was little, really. I took care of my stuff, and I did sell some stuff when I was going to college, some G1 stuff, helped pay for college. I kind of regret now. Well, absolutely regret now. But well, I wouldn't have the career I had if I didn't, though. So
yeah, there you go. What do you do for a living, if you can say?
Web developer, graphic artist for a university.
There you go. Sounds good.
And I am a staff position, so I'm like a piece of furniture. So I'm a state employee.
I'm a state employee too. I don't like saying what I do, though, for a living. Where is it? Here you go.
I also love the customized figures too. Like, make custom action figures, make customized Transformers. The very first customs I did when I was little, I would like customize my Transformers. And I still do. Like, I painted all the blue on this one, paint the yellow areas. The forearms weren't painted, so I painted those. And speaking of,
I can't go that route. I feel I don't have the skill to.
All the red on this is custom painted.
Now, what figure is that?
That is, I think it's the Toy Alliance MAAS mass. I can't remember. 01. The original red was almost like a salmon pink, and it just drove me crazy. I had to get rid of it.
Brian, if I get a super chat, I know what I'm playing just for you.
And thing is just beautiful piece.
That's awesome.
Got the light up, pull out matrix and all that stuff. It lights up. I know, frown upon, it don't transform, but I like 1/12. I know I'm banned now.
That's all right. I got a few up there that don't transform, but
but
I'm
a big 1/12 collector too. Action figure collector. I consider I know they're not exactly 1/12 scale, but you can fudge it in.
All right, sir. Well, let's get cracking. Question number 1 is: what is the appeal of Transformers for you?
Oh, it's been a childhood passion. I've loved Transformers from the get-go. It's a whole. When I was little, it's the whole concept: 2 toys in one. 3 toys in one, really. You have your alt mode, your robot mode, and you got like a puzzle of transformation. It was just, I was hooked from the get-go.
Yeah, who reads those instructions? Oh, Crack Cow Mafia super chatted $2. Crack Cow, look at his logo. I dig it. Crack Cow, thank you so much. Let's see. We're going to give you a super chat award or thank you video, and it's everybody's favorite. Here's your bird.
Oh, dear Jesus.
It's always funny when people hop in just as I play one of those, like, what the hell did I just click? The best part of that is if you watch Kato going through the whole Mango, hello. Welcome to the chat. All right.
Also, too, like the Transformers 2 is, besides the toy factor, they had such great character development on the original show. The first season, where it's a smaller cast, you really got to know them. Then season 2 on, it's like, there's so many bots.
Well, that's better than Marvel Comics. Marvel would just throw them in and introduce them, and then they disappear again. But
or just straight up kill them off.
Yeah. Then one of the great things about Marvel is they had such deep stories about the obscure characters that weren't in the show.
Mm-hmm.
That's why if you were a G1 fan back in the day and you read Marvel and the cartoon, it was so cool that you had those two continuities. I guess that's the proper word, going on at the same time. Your multiverse, if you will. Yeah. That was awesome.
I didn't get into the Marvel comics until later on because I grew up in a hole-in-the-wall small town, so we didn't have a comic book shop.
Don't even talk to me about hole-in-the-wall small towns.
Yeah.
Galvatron86 has asked this a couple different times, so I'm going to go ahead and throw it up. Normally, save the questions for my guest till the end, but I've seen these pop up a couple times, as he wants to know if you have an Optimus Primal.
Yes, sir. Multiple. I have a lot of Optimus Primals.
So I'm really excited. I have somebody who's actually in the chat who is going to help boost my Beast Wars collection soon. And I cannot wait to get my hands on some Beast Wars figures. I got just a few, and I only really collected the Predacons back in the day. For some odd reason, I didn't like the Maximals. I mean, do I want a cheetah and a tiger, or do I want dinosaurs and evil-looking bugs? So,
it's talking about like non-transforming Transformers too. I have the Red Series Primal that I usually keep near the foot of my Toy Alliance Optimus. It's about the right scale.
I have seen the red Transformers in Walmart's out of town. Mine never got them, and I can't tell you how many times I have picked up that Megatron and just put him back. I love Megatron figures. If any of them be the one I get, but they just don't grab me like I thought they would.
Yeah, the whole lack of scale too. It's kind of disparaging of the entire line. You got Bumblebee. He looks like he could rip Megatron and Optimus in half.
See, scale doesn't bother me that much. I mean, I grew up in G1 where Blaster was bigger than Metroplex.
Yeah.
So I can deal with that. All right. Well, let's move on to question number 2 here, 15 minutes in. Aside from G1, which is always the number one answer, what is your number one or your favorite Transformers fiction?
I'm
so smart.
Probably the number 2 answer too for everybody. It's going to be Beast Wars, just mainly because the limited cast, you got such great character development. But I did not like Beast Machines. I love Beast Wars, did not like Beast Machines.
Oh, you and I are in the same boat. And Beast Machines not only was super weird and just totally went in a whole different direction. Now,
Completely destroyed all the character development from Beast Wars.
And the animation just sucked. I mean, granted, Beast Wars wasn't top-notch animation. I mean, of course, back in the day, it looked really good. It's hard to watch now. Season 2 and 3 are okay. But it's, it is what it is. It's a product of its time, but it had a great story. Beast Machines was it was too weird. Not a fan.
Yeah, just not a fan of that show. It's third, I would say, is Transformers Prime. That's probably the last true adult Transformers cartoon we're going to get strictly for the adult fans. I know the War for Cybertron Netflix was kind of that way, but it's kind of awful too.
Yeah.
The voice acting
was one where, it aired. I watched it. Will I ever watch it again? Probably not. It was And then I was excited when I heard Nickelodeon was coming out with a new show, but didn't see in the trailer. I'm like, nope, that's not for me.
Same. It didn't help matters too. It kind of leaves a bad taste in your mouth when Netflix refuses to hire like the guild voice actors. That excludes all the G1 actors that's still out there.
Yeah.
Just basically.
So, then you see where Netflix is so in the hole. I mean, it seems like they're losing money constantly.
That's true.
And, I'll admit, they used to be my go-to to watch anything. Now I'm more of a Hulu Peacock guy.
Well, the more streaming services you get, the more it's going to dilute the stream. It's no pun intended or pun intended, whichever one you do.
That was a good pun, actually. I liked it. All right, here's the one I've been looking forward to asking you because you already showed me. What is your favorite figure or grail in your collection? Show my people what you have.
If you see it, look above my head right here. That is a sealed G1 Optimus Prime signed by Peter Cullen. And I tried to get this thing forever. A friend of mine growing up in the town, one Christmas, he got 2. And this one stayed in his closet forever. And I finally got it from him. And the same year I got it from him, within probably like 6 months, they announced that Peter Cullen was going to be in GalaxyCon Richmond. And my friend that does the comic book unboxings on my channel, he had free passes to GalaxyCon. I was like, man, that's a long, long drive.
And where's GalaxyCon at?
Richmond, Virginia.
Okay, well, not far from me.
So it's a pretty good drive. Just basically, I'm going there for one person's autograph. And his autograph at the time was $75. It's like the most I would have paid for the autograph. It's like, that's like, heck with it. I'm going. I went there, and this company was doing like a certificate of authenticities too. And I got it paid at $15. Got a certificate mailed to me. It's approved. I think it's like behind the box up here.
That is so cool.
Then I ordered the acrylic case. I went to AFA, ordered the acrylic case. Boom. I didn't get it graded. Because you can buy acrylic cases that you can open. And once you get them graded, they're sealed. They can never be opened back.
That is so cool. That's one I just, he's getting up there in age, and I know he doesn't go travel as much as he did.
That's exactly what's going through my mind. I got looking at his schedule, like appearances. It was right before COVID hit too, so it hadn't affected.
Oh, so you've done this recently?
2020 February,
wow.
Right before everything went haywire.
That is so cool. It was funny. I went to Big Lick, and I wanted to get Michael Bihn's autograph. I mean, Terminator is one of my all-time favorite movies. Mm-hmm. I got in line, and I was going to have him autograph my movie, and then I saw his autograph was $70, and I was like, what? It's like, no, I've seen you. There you are. I don't know. I'm a fan, but I also like to do other things. I'm not spending $70 on an autograph.
It was crazy when I got like I got a couple of Rhinox figures autographed. He charged $20 at a signature. Same with Greg Berger. I got a couple of autographs from Berger at TFCon several years back. $20 an autograph. He's raised them now, but
Gary
people
Chalk, were you at TFCon in Baltimore?
I didn't go to the Baltimore one.
Gary Chalk was only $20. I got him to autograph too. He autographed one for me and one for a friend of mine. Here we go. I knew there was going to be an opportunity. Talk about Prime. There he is. Love that Prime shirt. Love the comic.
I was a huge Ultraverse fan back in the 90s. And like I said, one of the things I do love to do is make custom action figures. I actually made this figure. And I have another one here that I made. And the one I have on my shirt, I thought I'd never get rid of it. But another Prime fan was asking me about it. It's like he wanted to buy it. He kept making offers. I thought, no, I don't want to sell it. Then I have to make another one. He kept upping it, and finally it's like, okay. But yeah, this was like one of the coolest characters when I was younger. It's like he was written the way they write Captain Marvel now, or Shazam. He was a 13-year-old kid, could transform into one of the most powerful characters in their universe, but he didn't gain the wisdom of Solomon. He was still a 13-year-old kid with a power of like a god, like destructive power. So he's trying to figure it out, and the only thing he knew was reading comic books. And he'd screw up all the time because you're a 13-year-old kid trying to like be a superhero.
I'm gonna have to look that one up. I was in the 90s. I was big into comics, but mine was the Punisher, Ghost Rider. I was into the dark Marvel comics. Always a huge Punisher fan.
One thing I like about the how much do you charge for
how much do you do them for sale, or is it just for you?
It's just for me. I don't do commissions. I got so much on my plate for work, and I actually am the sole caregiver of a elderly handicapped family member. So I do this stuff on my free time. So it's hard for me like just make stuff for me and make time to do my videos. And I catch, but yeah, I would love to have all the time in the world and do customs and commissions, but that's a lot of work goes into these. So to make this look like this is a ton of work.
What's the skeleton of that figure? What do you do the base on?
It's actually I got one on the shelf. If I can get up and get it right quick, I'll be right back.
Intermission. Yes, Benjamin, I agree. I wonder if he goes to DC, if they're not DC, Disney, if they nerf him. They'll be like the PG-13 RoboCop that came out. He'll be shooting people with tasers instead of Glocks.
This is the base figure.
Oh, that's a wicked looking one in itself.
This is the Caliban bath from a few years ago. And it's the perfect base to make a Prime.
That is so cool. I'm amazed. You customizers just blow my mind with what you can do.
I do get a lot of questions like, can you make me a Prime? How much for that Prime? It's like, I like it so much I made it basically the mascot for my channel right now.
Yeah, I noticed that. I guess the first time you commented, I'm like, what? That looks familiar to me. I think I asked you back in the day. I said, hey, thanks for the comment. What the hell is that? He looks familiar. All right, moving on to the questions. What figure is your white whale, your most wanted figure? Normally I go for what's your most wanted Transformers figure, but since you kind of do them all, what's your most wanted figure?
I'm getting the head. Fans Toys is going to do a masterpiece scale Fortress Maximus. And they're releasing Cerebros by himself. But their prices have gone like through the roof. So,
name something that hasn't. You bought bacon lately?
Yeah. The Cerebros is going to be Masterpiece Prime size. The head for Fort Max.
So how big's Fort Max supposed to be?
4 feet.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's talking about like a white whale. He is going to be
4 feet. That's the size of my damn. Oh, I could grab mine too, but he's way over there.
This is my childhood one. It's one of the few ones I didn't sell from childhood.
You got him 100% complete?
Yep, I got the box up in the attic.
Oh, nice.
The only thing I did when I was little, I clipped the tech specs. I still have them. I didn't know I'd ever keep the box, but I did.
Yeah, whoever thought about keeping the boxes back in the 80s? I used to tear through them things. I only have a few G1 boxes. I got a couple of MicroMasters and one Headmaster box.
That's one of the things that disappoint me with the Masterpiece figures. They should have done the Masterpiece boxes just oversized G1 boxes. That would have been just so cool.
He's almost as tall as Firetox. Yeah, if you see our group pictures, Firetox is little fella.
So I got right by my friend Brad that does the comic unboxings for his shop. He says, "I'm not short." It's like, compared to me, yes. I'm 6'2", so I don't know. My mentality, anybody under 6 foot is short. So
yeah, I'm 6'4", so I agree. All right. So here we are. Our last Transformers question for you. What's your favorite Transformers character? Any fiction, any media?
It goes back and forth between Optimus and Grimlock. I love them both. I got a big Grimlock collection, Dinobot collection. I'm gonna go ahead and say Prime's the easy answer, so I'm gonna go Grimlock. I like
Which
the
version?
size, and that is the tough part. The size and power of G1 cartoon, but I like his intelligence and from the Marvel Comics.
And he was more sadistic in Marvel Comics. Yeah, he wasn't that nice, gentle.
No, plus when later ones of the issues you really reread, he talks like in the cartoon, but he does it because it's like a vocal processor problem, but he likes to keep it that way because it makes people think he's slower than he is.
Well, and he got that one issue where he's willing to kill the kids just to get the blaster.
Yeah, he's just brutal. He's more Decepticon than he is. He's closer to the Decepticon. I guess he's kind of like a Punisher type. But
yeah, well, yeah, it was that was like the main run of early G1 Marvel was the Grimlock versus Blaster and Goldbug on the run. I mean, that was a lot of issues.
I like the G2 run too, how short as it was.
Yep. I got those all. I can say I got all of G1 and G2 in trade paperback. A Titan Books came out with those in 2004, and I bought them when I was in Iraq. I just sent them all home, so I have them waiting on me when I got there.
I can't remember if I got 2 or 3 sets of the G2 run. I had a lot of the direct issues and a lot of the newsstands. Couldn't find out now. A lot of the 90s newsstands comics are morphed more than the direct editions you got from comic shops. Because they're hard to come by.
I bought all mine from the newsstand, local drugstore down the road here.
Because the newsstand books had to be destroyed once they didn't sell.
See, I got all kinds of comics in that closet over there that I need to dig out and go through. It's been years since I looked.
You have like the early issues of Spawn and they're like newsstand. Those are worth like double, if not triple, than direct editions.
I know what I'm doing tomorrow on my day off. All right. Well, that wraps up our Transformers questions. Why don't we do a giveaway now? I think that would be fun. Just something to break it up a little bit. Like I said, I've got some of these fantastic Toyhax Decepticon decals here. They come in a
Sergeant approves.
They got a variety of sizes. So if you got some Decepticons and are needing some decals, let's see. We'll do a drawing. I'll throw 2 of these in an envelope for you and send them your way. So let's see. What will we do that? Hashtag. Here's the hashtag I want you to put in, people. To win 2 sets of those stickers. Hashtag. I spell it right. Now, this program I use to pick a winner is case sensitive, so you need to type it exactly like this. Hashtag Decepticons forever, capital D, capital F. Now, if I draw myself, I will draw again.
Those are some really nice stickers, decals.
Yes, they are. That's my Toyhax plug for my videos.
Oh,
And
I remember the pain of having to cut back in the early days before they did. People were doing the die cut stickers. You had to take a knife and carefully trim them out.
Either a knife or these little teeny tiny scissors.
Thank goodness
So let's see. Let's give it. What time is it now? It's 10:30. 10:35. We'll draw. We'll get everybody a chance to hop in there with their Decepticons forever. May even throw in a couple of Patriot Prime business cards too. I got a few of those left over.
Decepticons forever.
Nice. You know, it was really cool at Big Lick meeting Michael from IDW, who actually was a fan.
Oh, that's cool.
That was amazing.
And he wasn't tiny.
No, he's a big fella.
Most of you meet a lot of these people they're like, where are the rest of you? I met Larry Kinney, voice of Lino at Retro Toy-Con in South Carolina. Great guy. Couldn't do more for you. Like when I got his autograph, he said he jumped up, "Want to get a picture?" It's like, yeah. I got his autograph, picture. I got print somewhere.
Who was the guy at Big Lick that was signing all the Masters of the Universe stuff?
I don't know.
I saw him he was autographing the he had some Origins figures he was autographing. He was, I didn't get a chance because that was Saturday when I'm trying to keep a hold of Dylan the whole time. I love taking him, but he's kind of a pain in the ass too.
I can't remember. Yeah, there's somebody to do with like Masters Universe. I couldn't remember.
Maybe one of the artists or something from back in the day.
Can't remember right off. Yeah, he's like one of the original artists, I think, from maybe the mini comics.
I can't remember.
No,
I remember his face now. That was one of those where, man, I should have got something, but Dylan was just, I just couldn't keep up. And I was so afraid to lose. I mean, I don't think anybody would have done anything there, but, you know, it just, you don't want to lose your kid. Dolph, I wish it was Dolph. I would have paid $70 for Dolph's autograph.
Yeah. Well, he's one of the ones, too. He's getting up there, too. But he still looks great for his age. He's what, 70 now?
I think so. That's what happens when you work out instead of eating cheeseburgers all the time.
I like cheeseburgers.
I do too. That's what I had for dinner tonight. Looking up something real quick. I didn't want to butcher his name. Michael Watkins. Could not remember his last name for a second. I've been messaging him, just calling him Michael. Michael Watkins. Yeah, he's a fan of mine from a long time ago. He had an autographed print for me. It was so cool meeting him.
I'm horrible about remembering real people's names, but Transformers and comic book characters, it's like somebody point them. Oh, that one's so and so, and that one's so and so.
I blame mine on the military because all those years in the service, everybody had their name right here. You didn't have to remember anybody's names. Just a quick glance down. Okay, Sergeant Morgan. Yeah.
The same with cell phones and remembering phone numbers. I can remember phone numbers when I was a child that I had to dial all the time, but now people, it's like at work, I can't remember their phone numbers. Heck,
I can't remember my own. Now people say, "What's your number?" I don't know. I don't call myself. Punching the hashtag into my little search engine here. Adam West passed away just prior to an appearance. I remember reading about that. Let's see. Space Viking.
I saw Bert got a bunch of
these.
these.
Put that F and S together. A hashtag's all one word. Make sure you get that right before I draw it. Way you get a fair chance.
I saw Bert got a bunch of these.
Oh, Bert loves those things. He's been I didn't realize there was a site online where you could buy reproduction parts for those.
Reproduction. It's the Japanese exclusive Bowfist. This one was my brother-in-law's, and I've been restoring it. I cleaned it up. I used a super clean to just like strip all the old decals off. I got a new decal sheet upstairs. The chest missiles are reproduction, and the fist is reproduction.
Those are beautiful figures.
Plus, too, you gotta love a toy that can give you a black eye. I did. My buddy Brad was here, and this one has got the launching fist. This one here.
See, not only is it going to show off the one he has here, let me show this other one I have too.
This one was my brother's, so this one would never go anywhere. I did a full restoration on this one. This is with the new decals and everything. I used actually repainted the head too. I used an airbrush, and it's beautifully done. It's actually better now than it was from the factory. I
love restoring figures.
Yeah,
I got a couple from my brother.
That's one
G1 Wild Rider here. We'll try to fix him up.
Super Clean, I found them great for cleaning these things. They'll just dissolve the old stickers. They'll just slide it off the glue. Super Clean.
Okay. I'm a Goo Gone guy myself.
Well, it don't stink like Goo Gone, but you don't want to put chrome, any chrome in Super Clean, though. It'll strip the chrome right off.
All right. Well, it is past time for the drawing. Let's go ahead and do that. We'll do 2 drawings tonight. We'll do one here in the middle, one at the end. So let me share this screen with you guys. This is my drawing screen. This is really cool. I like the fact that I can draw names right from the chat. That way it's not like the live streams I do where I have to go through and hopefully somebody will contact me later. You're going to know right then and there if you win or not. So let's see. Let's make this full screen. If I can remember how. There we go. So here we are. Decepticons Forever is the hashtag keyword. Start collecting those comments. There are 15 entries in this. So let's pick a winner in 3, 2, 1. Winston, congratulations. Hit me up on Facebook or my email. Get me your address, and we will get you those decals. I love how that does all the little stuff there.
That's cool.
I dig that.
I haven't used StreamYard that much. I've only done a couple streams, and I made them like unlisted. Because that's when the time when there was like streams were like, wasn't it like hurting your like analytics or something?
Oh, I can't remember. I don't know that much about it. Oh my gosh. I hit the draw again button because I thought I won the second time. I was trying to reset it for the next time we do it. Well,
we have a winner, Winston.
Yeah, we'll draw again later on. We'll do a reset. All right. So where are we at? Nagging guy, did you put it in right? It had to be capital F, capital D. Like I said, we're going to do it again at the end. Hashtag Decepticons Forever, all together, capital D, capital F.
It's case sensitive, so.
Yeah, we learned that last time. All right, so let's get on to questions. Our YouTube questions. So, number 1. What possessed you, a grown-ass man, to do toy reviews on YouTube?
Who said I was grown? Actually, being stuck at home was one of the things. I saw everybody else having fun on YouTube and watching you guys and building a community. I was like, well, I want to do that.
That's the most fun I have with all this is meeting all the people.
Yeah,
there's more cool people doing this than I thought.
I thought too good too. Like a lot of stuff I do customizing tutorial. I don't only do toy reviews. I do customizing tutorials and custom figures. That's something that's a lot of customizers don't share. I'm sure I'm not liked by some of them because I tell people how to do stuff.
So you do more like instructional videos?
I've got some of them. I don't have a whole lot, but the ones I do, I try to do step by step and very detailed how to do certain things. I need to do more of those because I enjoy doing that. And I think this helps the community. I think customizing the community. I was like, I listened to a stream the other day. The guys were customizing. It's like, sign up to my Patreon. I'll give you customizing tutorials. Yeah, I come for free on my channel.
I don't know. I had Patreon for a while. I didn't like it. I don't know. It's just something didn't appeal to me with Patreon, so I dropped that.
Mm.
Hey, man, we're going to draw again. I'll draw again at the end. Give you another chance. All right. So, what keeps inspiring you to get in front of your camera?
That's a good question. I once to getting the motivation to do it. It's one thing, but when I get to doing it, I enjoy doing it, especially if I'm doing something customizing related. It's just natural flow. I love doing it. That's one thing I've kind of been toying with the idea of start doing customizing streams where I'm working on stuff. People can ask questions. Just got to get a proper setup for that. But I enjoy just putting my thoughts out there and trying to help people. And it's like, I think that's really cool. Like, my friend that does the comic book stuff, he does the weekly store, what he gets for his shop, unboxings. You can watch that and know what's coming out that week, and it'll save you a trip, especially with gas right now, and what's at the shop.
Now, my nearest shop is Princeton, West Virginia. That's an hour and a half away. And I'd love to go back.
We're about the same distance to Princeton then.
There's nothing where I am. All right. There are thousands of toy reviewers on YouTube. What makes you any different from the rest? Other than your free tutorials.
I try to be honest. If it's a good figure, it's a good figure. If it's a bad figure, it's a bad figure. I don't try to sugarcoat anything. And if I find a flaw in it, I'm going to talk about it. And nobody is buying my figures for me to review. I'm buying them myself. I got a stack of stuff that I need to eventually get through.
Yeah, and I think that's why a lot of people tend to gravitate more toward us low tier reviewers, because we go to Walmart, we go to Target, we order online, spend our money on this thing, and I'm if I spent $50 on this figure, I will tell you if it's crap or not.
It's like one figure I see so many glowing reviews of. I actually reviewed it for my channel. I had to fix it for a friend of mine. The Mayfix Superman, the Hush Superman.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a bad figure, but it's overpriced for what it is. It's $105 for a 6-inch scale Superman figure, and it's had QC issues. The arm fell off in the packaging. I fixed that for them. The chest symbol is sculpted, but the paint is offset. It didn't line up, and you're paying $105 for it. Now on the secondary market, it's actually like $250, $300. I was like, why?
Well, I was scared to death when Pterosaur arrived. He was in the box from Amazon, which is a plus. Amazon likes shipping their shit in envelopes.
Oh, yeah, you've got to click that little box. And
yeah. But the wing, of course, I've floor polished mine in. It's a lot tighter. The wing popped off, and it was rattling around the box. And I'm like, oh, Jesus, because you're not getting a Pterosaur right now.
No.
For some odd reason, they decided, hey, let's take a mainline character, make him an exclusive, and limit his distribution.
I know when I did the review on Pterosaur, and it's one of the things I hammered on is like, why is a main character an exclusive? Quit doing that. The orange Tigertron, that's perfect for an exclusive.
Mm-hmm.
Not a main character that everybody should be able to have access to get.
Hi, Deluxe.
Oh, I noticed something on the artwork for Pterosaur in the box. You're talking about the wings popping up. Mm-hmm. It would drive me crazy. I was like trying to articulate it for the review. Kept popping that dang wing off. But I was looking at the box. The renders show it's a rivet and not a clip.
They've changed their minds and cheapen it up. Great figure though. I mean, I hope everybody that orders one can get one. But I think he's going for 75, 150 on eBay right now.
Ooh. He was way overdue, and just makes
my God,
salt in the wound for the salt in the wound that they made it exclusive.
Yeah. There's something I argue all the time. I was like, a mainline character should not be an exclusive figure. You want these off the wall ones, like all the other ones, the Jackpot, the Huffer and Puffer, or Puffer and
those were perfect.
What we got here? What's this one? I hate by the time it comes in, the product's already sold out. Got a defect. Shit out of luck. Yep.
Oh, if anybody wants a Prime shirt, I actually get them on my Teespring store.
There you go. And that's your Prime. Just anybody hopping
Yep.
in now. He designed the Prime, or he created the Prime on that shirt.
Yep, that is a custom. I got the guy who ended up buying this one, which I got to make a replacement for myself. I sent him one of these shirts. He loved it.
All right. Question number 9. We're nearing the end of this thing. What is the one thing you don't like about being on YouTube?
Getting started, YouTube likes to mess with new creators. They will like throttle back traffic. I actually seen them delete 84 subscribers at one in 2 days from me. And it is discouraging. I think they want people to rage quit, so they just leave the content they've made, so they quit paying for it. I had a video start tracking really well. I did the Marvel Legends MODOK. Did great, gained like 84 subscribers over a weekend. Starting Monday, they started purging all those subscribers and throttled back all traffic to that video.
It actually seems like something they've done this year. I mean,
I think that happened last year when they did that.
Oh, really? Okay.
And you know, with analytics, you can see how many subscribers you gained from a video. I gained 84, and I lost 84 subscribers. They deleted every new subscriber from that video.
That makes sense.
I unlisted that video, did some little edits, re-uploaded it, and they never even throttled that one up. It's like it's hidden from the internet of searches. I thought it was like a really good review.
I've seen this happen before where people have multiple channels and they like talk to themselves in the comment section just to start crap. Those are fun sometimes. Here we are. Your Earthrise. Yeah, here we go. The Earthrise cone heads. Main line characters, Amazon exclusives. Once they sold out, that was it.
Yep.
That's why with Amazon, as soon as one of those exclusives come out, I order them. Because Amazon, you don't have to worry about paying up front.
Yep.
You can pay, I preach this all the time. How I use Amazon, I pre-order say it's $100. Well, no, I've got the whole Legacy line on pre-order, $170. So I pre-ordered that in October when it dropped. We pre-ordered those. Bert and I was in the room at TFCon. Oh, they dropped. Let's start pre-ordering. All of those are pre-ordered from Amazon. Every payday, I get a $25 gift card from Amazon at my local Kroger, which gives me extra fuel points. And then I put that $25 toward my Amazon and just reload, and it's paid off by the time it gets there.
Oh, that's a great deal. I didn't think about that.
Oh, Deluxe says loves the light setup. Yeah, I was talking about that as soon as we hopped on the video.
I kind of wish I went with where I can change the colors. I just went straight up white because I have this wraps around. There's a lot of lights. I have the.
Are they battery operated or they plug in?
They plug in.
Oh, look at that room. Is that your den? Is that your living room?
That's my downstairs living room.
Wow. I have such a small space for mine. It sucks.
That's empty because that's where my Toy Alliance Prime and Megatron go. I'm doing a shelf reset too, so it's kind of a little messy over there. I have so much stuff. I need more shelves too.
Everywhere. Yeah, Pop, I came up with that idea. I think my first year. No, it was maybe my second year doing this. I just when I realized that you can just click your details on Amazon, and you want to pay that towards your account and that's just what I started doing, and it works.
Sorry for the shaky cam.
You need to do a video tour. Those are always big hitters.
I need to do that once I get my current shelves reorged. I love the fact we got a Scorponok and Fortress Maximus the same size now.
Oh, I know. I got a black Zarek coming in at some point. I ordered him back in October, but I ordered him from a toy store in California, so he's probably sitting on a boat out there on the coast.
I've been toying with the idea of black Zarek, but I didn't get the Takara Legend repaint of Fortress Maximus. What was his name? Grand Maximus,
Brave Maximus. I think it was Brave Maximus.
So I didn't get that one. It's basically the counter to that one, like the hero and villain set for that. If I knew Hasbro was going to release that, I'd be more on the fence of getting Black Zarek. Of course, it's good. It's kind of cool to think about having a Black Zarek that won't shatter in your hands too. GPS. Which
I wish at one point they would review or re-release in some shape or form the Pretender monsters. I've got a complete Unbroken Monstructor, and then I've got an extra Ice Pick and Wildfly, Bird Brain, and Scowl. But the other ones, the GPS ones, they're in Monstructor, and they're not ever coming apart.
Oh, you don't touch that. It's some of the action figures get that GPS too, though they're not gold. DC Universe Classics, the Kilowog Green Lantern, he's got GPS. All is green, just is disintegrating. A friend of mine, I sold a friend of mine one of my extra ones. Well, actually, we didn't sold, we traded. I got Scareglow, Master Universe Classics, and I traded 3 big DC Universe Classics Build-A-Figures. It just fell over on the shelf, and it broke the hit of the waist piece. And I had some extra pieces too, like we're going to build another one. I was just popping like a joint off or something, and it just shattered and it just sliced my hand.
Jeez.
It's like,
I think the last figure I had that had GPS is somebody gave me. Remember when they were doing the Star Wars Transformer crossovers?
Mm-hmm.
I got the Millennium Falcon, which was Han Solo and Chewbacca.
Oh, I used to have that one.
When you transformed that one, the shoulder joints were gold plastic, and as soon as I turned the arms, disintegrated.
Oh yeah. Oh, didn't the Hasbro version and the first Masterpiece Rodimus the Toys R Us version have that with the knees and elbows?
I'm not sure. There's
a company that made like die-cast replacement knees at one time.
I never got into the Masterpiece line. I've got MP01 over there holding my American flag, and Masterpiece Megatron, and that's it.
I wish, as nice as the mainline figures are now, I kind of wish I never got into Masterpiece. Especially the prices, they're going up so high now.
I'm really curious with Legacy. I mean, they look good, but I feel their gimmick. I know their gimmick is going to be that translucent Energon weapon shit that we had back in the Energon days. Remember? And I just not a fan. I mean, I like the blast effects. I like the very, will make everybody mad here showing an exclusive. I loved how cartoon accurate these guys looked. Mm-hmm. And I don't know. Legacy.
I got all the non-F kits for those.
I don't know. Legacy's got me wondering.
Yeah. The reviews I've seen for Skids too, he don't look like a good figure.
Hell, the G1 Skids wasn't a good figure.
No, it's like, it's kind of funny. Apparently Skids is super popular in Japan. I don't know why.
He was barely used in Marvel. I think his one thing was he got knocked out and found by that chick that gave him a car wash, and he fought Ravage and knocked Ravage in a whale, and that was it.
And he got turned into the throne from the Triple Changers, I believe.
Yeah, he was in that one episode.
But he is just, I think he's like a fan favorite in Japan for some reason. I don't know what the deal is, but.
Well, I think he was really big when IDW first came out, because there was a Thrilling 30 Skids. You couldn't find that guy. He was one that I never found back when I was collecting that line.
Now moved on from the IDW looks were big for a long time. Now it's like with the War for Cybertron with the Earth mode stuff, like especially when you got the Earthrise. You had the Earth style modes. I love them. Hated the battle damage paint from Siege. It's like, why? These are really good sculpts. Stupid. Beautiful sculpts, and you get like cheesy battle damage. And
especially on the Soundwave figures with all that cracked glass.
And what's the thing that drives me nuts too? Siege, battle damage all over it.
Clean as can be.
Yep. It's like, this stuff's hard to get off too. I took it off my Galvatron. It was like I was using like brush cleaner that works perfect, just fine on Marvel Legends, but I had to rub that stuff off like I get off the Galvatron. Now I could have just
came off super easy, but my problem is I used a soft cloth instead of a more of a scouring type, and it still worked, but it took me a little extra effort.
Now I could have just waited and just got the Legacy one, and they don't have it.
Yeah, true, but who wants to wait? I bet the shoulders are fixed too.
Probably I was lucked up, but mine had my shoulders were fine on mine. I guess where I waited so long, it took forever for it to ever show up around here. I didn't order it online. I actually got it at the local Target. Especially, it's nice too when they were running the 25% off coupon through the app.
Oh yeah, my local Walmart never gets the leader.
And you can make multiple accounts and use it over.
Getting all kinds of tips tonight. Last question, and then we'll just start doing our ramblings. Do you have any channel goals for yourself, and where can viewers find you? Now, first off, before you start talking, I have linked Collector Express's link to. I've linked your channel in the description of this video. What is in this Diet Coke? So if anybody wants to find you, it is in the link in the description below.
Right now I'm chugging along, hoping to get to 2,000 for too long. I'm actually going to do a giveaway when I hit 2,000. I have a really cool, one of the most watched videos of my channel, funny enough, is a knockoff Juggernaut that uses, it's actually, people love this thing. It's a knockoff of the Juggernaut using a Hulk body, the 80th anniversary Hulk. So he's got more articulation. He's actually better scale. I was going to do a giveaway for one of those. I've got like almost 6,000 views on that knockoff.
Wow.
And it's my top viewed thing. And it is nice. I figure when I hit 2,000, I'll do a giveaway for that one of those figures. I have one still in the baggie. It's kind of cool. They actually come bagged where you think it's like an old Melloway. It says like Juggernaut, and you got some fake like copyright stuff on it. And it's kind of cool, but it is a knockoff.
I've been debating on getting Dylan a knockoff NECA Nathan Drake. He loves Nathan Drake. You can't find figures. I'm surprised. Sony just put out the movie. It's Sony. It's a video game movie. Where's the damn action figures? So
yeah, that's kind of weird. I would almost expect McFarlane to make figures of it though. So he seems to be like on movie properties right now.
Yeah. Or somebody give me grief. Well, the reason I'm drinking a Diet Coke after reviewing Pepsi Prime is that I stole this from my wife. She's a Diet Coke drinker. I had no beverages. I need to go to the store. I drank all mine today. Usually I always got Mountain Dew, Diet Mountain Dew for me.
I like a Code Red Mountain Dew when you can find it.
Code Red.
The cherry
My
Mountain
favorite is the one they have at KFC right now, the Peach Mountain Dew.
I haven't seen that.
Oh, my God. It's delicious.
Of course, if we're going to go cherry wine, that's
a North Carolina thing, isn't it?
You mostly North Carolina, but you can find it in some stores. But it's one of those things too. It's awesome if it's ice cold, but if it gets room temperature, it is just nasty. It's like drinking medicine.
I can't think of any cola that is good at room temperature. How you like your Mountain Dew, sir?
Well,
warm.
You could probably drink orange soda warm, but I'm still not going to be that good.
Yeah. All right. Well, that wraps up the SITREP. Does anybody have any questions? Let's do some audience talking. Let's speak. Let's shoot some shit for a while.
One of the things that too is like I get tickled too. It's like the Toyhax was making that joke where'd you get those Toyhax stickers?
Yeah.
I get questions that are answered in the videos. People ask questions about all the time too. It's like, I say it in the video.
Oh, you'll get comments all the time where you can tell that all they did was look at your thumbnail. But my favorite is when you will upload a video. Say I just uploaded, I did that Pepsi Prime the other day. So I upload my Pepsi Prime video. Within 3 minutes, I get a comment, fantastic video. I love the way you represent that figure. And I'm like, that's a 15-minute video and you just commented 3 minutes. You didn't watch it.
Yep.
Somebody asked, what is your favorite beer?
Uh,
I am not the biggest beer drinker there is. I like the hard ciders, and there's one. It's made here in West Virginia. It's a pineapple cider. I don't know where they get pineapples in West Virginia. Love that stuff. But this is probably gonna get my channel flagged for a fact checker. But I like Corona. not the virus, YouTube gods, the beer. But
well, I don't drink, so
there you go. So your favorite beer would be Root.
I don't like root beer. Well, I can go as far as say I get with Cheerwine, and say that's wine.
Here you go. Here's one for you, collector. What's your favorite Marvel Legends figure?
That's a tough one. There's a lot of good figures. I'm going to cheat and say my Prime. Since he's owned by Marvel now.
I don't know who owns who anymore in the comic book world.
Favorite Marvel Legends figure.
It's always funny when somebody asks us.
Well, I don't have them yet. I have them paid for, but I will have them eventually. I bought the Galactus, the HasLab Galactus.
How big's that thing?
It's I think it's close to 4 feet tall. I don't remember exactly how tall it is. It's tall. It's taller than the Sentinel that they did for HasLab. I don't have my favorite one yet.
I never ever got into Marvel Legends. Thank God.
It is a big rabbit hole, especially right now. I have so many right now where it's easy for me to walk away from Legends right now. I could easily do that because I have a lot of the characters. Like they're starting to make Legends of the newer characters they made in the past 5-10 years. I don't want anything to do with those because nothing against the characters. It's just I didn't grow up reading those. I don't care about them. I don't know about them. So
that's kind of the way I feel about the new Marvel movies. Like, okay, you ended with the Avengers. You ended with all the ones I grew up on. Now, Spider-Man was good. Looking forward to Doctor Strange, but all these other ones are just pulling out from everywhere. I have no interest.
Well, it's that they're introducing, like in the Doctor Strange movie, one of the newer characters, like America Chavez.
I have no idea who that is.
And nobody does. Or the figure's already paid warming. They might start selling when the movie comes out, but that didn't help the Eternals.
I didn't see that one either. It just didn't interest me. I was like, I have no idea who these characters are. And
they chose to do the Eternals instead of the Inhumans. Well, they did the Inhuman, like really crappy TV series.
I remember that one.
They're more alike than the Eternals in the comics. So I don't know what their logic was to push the Eternals. I have close to 10,000 comic books. I don't think I have the single Eternals comic book.
I'm not familiar with them at all. It didn't appeal to me, and it was at the time I'm only going to the movies. Well, I went and saw Homecoming, went and saw Uncharted. I love going to the movies, but man, there's 3 of us. We go to the movies, it's about $60.
Mm-hmm.
So now I did like Shang-Chi. I saw that on Disney Plus. I really like that one.
I haven't watched it, but what I've seen is it's almost like it's too grandiose, and it seemed like it should have been more like set at the comic books. They could have toned it down. Like I said, I haven't watched it myself, so I thought it would be really cool if they did like
no knowledge of the Marvel comic figure. I just thought, hey, something new on Disney
Plus. Yeah. In the comics, Shang-Chi was Marvel ripping off Bruce Lee, the popularity of Bruce Lee. He was basically their version of Bruce Lee.
Master of Kung Fu, was that who it was?
Yep.
I remember that from way back in the day because that's when I started Marvel in the late 70s.
He was a street level character. His father was I can't remember his name, but his father is a magical character too, but he is like immortal, head of the kind of like a Ra's al Ghul type character. And
there you go, Raziel, capitalize on Bruce Lee.
Yep. And he betrayed his father on his first mission to go assassinate somebody, and teamed up with MI6, and basically like to take down the crime organization his father set up. And that would have been, to me, have been a great story. They could have been a lower budget, had more time to put some more. I don't need the big, huge, grandiose type stories for everything. Everything don't need to be like the world's going to end type story.
Real quick, I'm going to comment with Turtle Tank. Have you seen what NEC is bringing out for the Thing next? The dogs.
Yeah.
The Thing dogs. Those look just gnarly.
NECA just makes beautiful sculpts. And they've improved a lot with fragility on their figures too. Their early stuff is just shatters.
I have got 5 Predators. The big chap alien, like the foam from the 19, what was that, 78?
Yeah, I think 78, 79.
Yeah, something like that. I've got that, and I've got all the Terminators, except for Sarah Connor and John. That 2-pack, never found that.
Yeah, I got a lot of the aliens.
When NECA re-released this one, just made my day, because anytime I think of the Terminator, it's this one, the Police Assault. And I
have the T2 Arnold. I don't have the T1.
What's that?
I got the T1, the T2 Arnold, but not the T1. The RoboCops are nice too.
Have you pre-ordered the new ones?
I have not. I've
got RoboCop and the electronic Ed 209 coming out.
I have the original Ed 209, and I got the RoboCop 1, I think, and I ordered the RoboCop 3. The third movie was terrible, but I liked.
We don't talk about the third movie.
What third movie?
Yeah.
Actually, I enjoyed the series. It was.
I don't remember it. I don't remember RoboCop the series at all. Of course, granted, I moved out a year after I graduated. Was it a year? Maybe 2 years after I graduated. So, in the apartment I had, didn't have TV, and this is way before the internet and streaming. So, anytime I wanted to watch something, it was either my VHS collection, or I went to the video store and got something to watch. So I never saw a lot of 90s shows.
Oh, a video store is one of these places we'd actually go have to rent movies. Everyone,
and it was so cool. I always enjoyed it. What do I want to watch tonight? And you're looking at
that's part of the enjoyment going out.
It had nothing to do with the movie.
Yeah, especially the old B movie stuff.
I watched so many schlocky horror movies back in the day. I love horror movies. Grant, I didn't watch that many lately. I subscribed to Shudder, and I mainly got it. I wanted to watch Creep Show, and there was a few documentaries on horror movies that I watched, and then I haven't watched much on them. I need to drop out them. That's only like $5.
I think I actually gotten into watching the Netflix has those Asian like horror movies. Those have been pretty good. Like
I've seen a couple of those.
One was the apartment complex where like the people are mutating and stuff.
Can't remember what was the name of that one?
It was good. Like one of the main characters started to turn at the end. I can't remember the name of it.
I think my favorite foreign one I've seen recently was that Train to Busan.
I've heard that was good.
That's a good one. Killer clowns from outer space. That one I've seen. I remember watching that one back in the day, renting it.
Oh,
there he is.
First few Puppet Masters.
That was it. Train to Busan. That was the name of the train movie.
The Puppet Master movies back in the day, like they were the first few ones when they actually had really good puppets.
I like part 3. That was one with the 6-armed cowboy. Yep.
Yep. That was a good one. The continuity just does not work between the movies. Since the time skips over, it's a multiverse. Puppet Master's a multiverse.
Well, that's like Tremors. I love Tremors 1. The rest of them, I was like, did the writer actually watch the first movie? It's almost like a Bayverse thing.
The 2 wasn't that bad. They did more of Bert.
It was all about Bert. Kevin Bacon never came back. Hey, there's TF fan page. Haven't seen him for a while. T fan page. I always call him TF fan page. I know who I meant. Chud. That was another good one. Army of Darkness. Yes.
Or AKA Evil Dead 3.
Warlock. That was one of my favorite 90s ones too.
Oh, yeah. I remember that one. What was another one?
Arachnophobia. That didn't
North
scare me
Mythology.
just because I hate fucking spiders.
There's a one that's north set in New York. Had North mythology tier. Fenrir was in it. I can't remember the name of the movie. It was pretty good though, especially like for like the budget and the time. The tier, I think, was the guy who played Warlock, like the Norse character tier.
Now there's a man with a beard. We was talking about beards. Look at Preston there.
Dang.
That's epic.
I cut
Toyhax Arc, man. That's
I cut about this much off.
Him.
I cut about that much off my beard this yesterday morning.
I think I'm gonna do. I was looking at beard designs, and you remember watching Gas Monkey Garage or whatever that was
on
Discovery Channel. I like how the guy had the pointy chin thing. I think I'm gonna try to go for that. Look, just narrow the face down, maybe look like a warlock or something. I don't know.
Give me some rubber bands to do Captain Lou Albano.
No, we ain't going that far. What was another good 90s horror movie? I love how SITREPs will start from Transformers and you just...
Let's see.
You know, a good movie that I haven't seen in years, it was a 90s sci-fi action movie. I thought I had it on DVD. I went to watch the other day because I saw an article on the internet about it. But I can't find the DVD. I don't know where it went. Remember the movie No Escape with Ray Liotta? It was in the future.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
Put on the island.
Yeah. They were like trying to push to make him like an action star. It didn't really work, but it's good. I enjoyed the movie. That
movie had the best impalement scene I have ever seen in a movie, where that guy gets knocked off the top and he lands on the wooden stake. I mean, it was the big thick wooden stake. You just see his guts and everything just fly out after stabbed him.
It's been so long since I've seen that, so I hardly remember anything about that one.
But I had so many of my DVDs in Iraq too. We used to pass around DVDs all the time because no streaming then either. So who the hell knows if I got home with all of them?
I was talking about like the Evil Dead. I used to have the VHS copies, so like the unrated ones.
Mm-hmm.
If I had those down, those things are worth quite a bit of money. It's like, but I lost them in like a house fire when I was younger. Back in '99, we had a house fire and I lost them.
Oh, that sucks.
I had the entire set of the Transformers trading cards too, like the little packs from '84, '86.
I remember those. I have one left.
I had 2 full sets, and I lost them. They got burned up.
Brian, I just got that on Blu-ray. It was like in a $5 bin at Walmart. That was a very good Blu-ray transfer. And another one that surprised me, Blu-ray wise, was Universal Soldier, one of my all-time favorite movies.
Oh, yeah.
Just got the Blu-ray version of that. Looks like it was filmed yesterday. Really good transfer.
Nice. So some of those transfers you get, it's like, man, they just copied the DVD.
I got a beard because I hate shave. Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
this isn't too bad. You just got to shave down through here.
Well,
you can get away with it a lot longer.
I was kind of like just.
Yes, that's the one I was thinking about. I Come in Peace. Remember that one?
Dolph Lundgren. Yes, I like that one.
And you go in pieces, asshole.
It was funny. They always have him playing such the big, tough, dumb guy, and he's got several PhDs.
Oh yeah, he's smart as hell.
Yeah. But he's more of a scientist than most people that pretend to be scientists.
Because I think that was my biggest. I've always been a Dolph Lundgren fan. I hated when the what was the Expendables came out, and how he was hardly in it. I was like, oh, come on, man. Yeah, the fight scene in They Live. Oh, we could talk old movies forever. I need to do an old movie. I need to make a new channel. Patriot Prime reviews old ass movies.
That scene, one of the most quoted scenes was an ad-lib scene from Roddy Piper from They Live.
I've came to chew bubble gum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubble gum. Yep, somebody else just takes it. What did he die of? Anybody remember? He died young.
Yeah, it was a shock for everybody when he passed away.
It's so bad. You watch a lot of those movies as a kid, you're like, man, that guy's dead. He's dead.
If they didn't have the stigma like they had with wrestlers going into acting like they did, they don't have that now. But back then, they didn't like people crossing over from TV or anything to try to go into Hollywood. I thought Piper was great. He
Mhm.
should have been like an Arnold. He should have been. And he was actually a badass in real life. So
Yeah, it was. That's like, it was funny. We went and saw Uncharted over the weekend, and there was a DC trailer for like the new DC movies coming out, and The Rock's Shazam was in there. I guess we can call him. And Dylan, he was funny. Dylan is 7. He looks over at me and goes, "Gosh, Dad, is he in every movie?" I like, yeah, I think Dwayne Johnson is this generation's Arnold Schwarzenegger. Remember, every action movie back in the day had Arnold in it.
well, they kind of like had a movie. Was it the Rundown? They considered that like Arnold passing the torch to him.
I remember that because Arnold walked in the bar or something and said, "I'm too old for this
And
shit." Yes, that's my
he just
favorite.
Gave him a
movie.
nod. They basically just walked past each other, and he gave Dwayne the nod and left us. Of course, he's much bigger than Arnold. Arnold's 6'1", and Dwayne 6'4".
Something like that.
So not overly huge, but of course, I like those pictures with Conan set with Arnold.
Where he's standing with Will
Andre.
Chamberlain.
Oh, he's hanging off Will Chamberlain and Andre's arms, his legs kicking. Andre was a different type of creature. He was huge.
Sitting there reading through the chats. There's one. Slow DK. We'll go back into Transformers for a second. I actually need to get off here. It's 11:16. Using the original voice actors in Rise of the Beast. Rise of the Beast. I'm up in the air on that one. I'm not really sure, but I don't know. I love Bumblebee. I thought they did Bumblebee perfect.
That should have been the first Transformers movie.
Yeah. And I
that
like
was
the
done
fact,
so well.
And I feel like they're just going to overblow it again because it makes no sense. Let's do it in the 90s, which is cool. I dig the 90s, but let's do the Rise of the Beasts in New York. I think it needs to be like I don't know. I mean,
that makes no sense.
Will I go see it? Yes. Am I really excited for it? No.
I even saw the last night in the theater, so I'll probably see it.
That's one I didn't. I heard it was so bad, and I actually got my hands on a Wayfarer of the Seven Seas copy and watched it. And I couldn't even stand that. I couldn't stand watching it in the comfort of my own home.
Yeah. The story made no sense. And they end it too with a cliffhanger and that thing.
Ooh, yes.
And it's one of the things too, it's gotten to be a trope of science fiction anymore. You see it a lot. The Earth is something else. There's something inside the Earth. They did it in Eternals too.
Yeah. Something's inside the Earth already in the sky beam.
Yeah. And Transformers Prime, I think Transformers Prime was one of the first ones that did it. Like modern, I can think of. The Earth was Unicron. Then it was doing that with the Last Night. Earth is Unicron.
Oh, I remember that now.
But
for some reason in Transformers Prime it worked. You didn't bitch about it. I don't know.
Yeah, with so many different things, they start doing the exact same thing. Final Space, the Earth was an egg for a Titan. Same way with like Eternals, the Earth is an egg for a Eternal.
All right, well, buddy, I need to wrap this up. It's almost 11:30. I can get to bed. But before we do, as promised, I'm going to do another giveaway for a couple of sheets of these awesome Toyhax clear-backed Decepticon insignias. Actually, I never knew they were clear-backed or not, so I had to pull up a sheet. So where's just to show you, we'll pull this big one off. As you can see, these are clear-backed, so they will work on any Decepticon figure that you have that needs some decals. It's so hard to put the clear back ones back where they belong. So we're going to draw again for a winner for this. Once again, hashtag Decepticons forever, capital D, capital F, both words together. We will draw at 11:25. Get those in.
I really like their 3D raised logos too.
Mm-hmm.
Those are really cool.
The ones I wasn't a fan of are those Repro labels or Toyhax. Same thing. I don't know. I forget when they went to Toyhax. It was funny. I kept calling them repro labels in my videos for the longest time.
Yeah, for the longest time I kept calling them that, and people like Toyhax. What's Toyhax? Oh, yeah, I buy from them.
I got this weapon for my Ironhide from him. It's based on the G1 weapon. Remember if I can get that to focus in.
Yeah.
Of course, he had this little one that kind of looks like it, but I like the red. I like the Toyhax Armory guns. They're
too far away. I bought all like the non-F kits for the vans, so for Ratchet and Ironhide. Did the feet swap so you don't have like the giant feet hanging off the back, so it actually transforms into the back of the van.
You know, it's funny. I see so many people complained about that, and I thought about getting them myself. And I'm like, I display all my figures in robot mode, so it doesn't matter.
That's true.
That's like a lot of people, they'll complain about hollow bits on the back of your figure. You don't see the back of my figure on the shelf. So,
I do have a lot of kits
that arms slide in. I was reviewing some G1s. Remember, all of our G1s had the little lever that slid the fist down in. I miss that. TF fan page. Where can I buy Toyhax? Do they sell them at Walmart? Dick's Sporting Goods. Just Google Dick's and you'll find it.
I have iGears Mini MP1. And it has the sliding hands up into the, like he was talking about. Where you got MP1, so where you can slide the hands up into the forearm.
Yeah.
One of the very first third-party Transformers. Well, I guess you almost call it like a fourth party, since it's kind of a KO, but it's smaller than the original. They were really good with like customer service when they first started too. Then they got like quit answering people. They kind of like went their own ways.
Yeah, Dredge, he agrees. He missed the sliding hands too.
Yeah,
but so many G1s you broke. Mind Wipe was the worst. He didn't have the big slider. He had those little tiny pegs. So many Mind Wipes. You snap that peg going off. I love Shattered Glass. I think it's cool. I always like the alternate universe. All right, let's get this drawing good up.
Shattered Glass is cool to me. But I just don't have any. I have so much. I gotta like draw the line.
All right, let me get this entered again so I can get this drawing up and ready to roll.
See the Cybertron Optimus Prime. I love that figure. I got the Takara one, the Galaxy Convoy.
I did a review on him a few months ago. I forgot how cool he was.
He was like one of my top like mainline primes for a long time, and he's huge. That's what leader class used to be.
Yeah, huge with battery operated gimmicks.
I got mine from Hobby Link Japan so many years ago.
I got mine from Kmart.
The best thing about getting the Takara version this time, they have the metal pins so the wings don't come off.
Elites. A couple sheets of these Decepticon Toyhax decals. Hashtag Decepticons forever. I am drawing in 2 minutes.
Capital D and capital F. One word.
Capital D, capital F.
I want my childhood thing. Oh, we were talking about like Grail figures earlier. One thing that used to be like a Grail thing was when I first got online, finding out Transformers kept going in Japan. Star Convoy. They brought back Optimus Prime.
Oh,
that used to be such a Grail figure for me. Now, in the 2000s, they reissued it. Then I got it. And it's like, this thing's a brick.
Very much a brick. I forget where I was watching that, and I was like, wow, what a brick figure, but a glorious brick.
Oh, yeah. I did get the Ilium Cheese version of it here recently. Mastermind Creations, they did a masterpiece style.
Somebody made a comment about, the right color of Rumble or Frenzy, so I like to play this.
Smacked him.
Yeah. You see why I named it Bitch Slap?
If you're a cartoon fan, the Rumble is blue. And he will always be blue for me.
All right. Get that off air. There we go. All right, 11:25. Let's get this drawing going. Let's see. Start collecting comments. Hashtag Decepticons forever. Start collecting comments. We've got, let me blow this up full screen so everybody can see. 11 entries this time. That's odd.
I thought I saw more than that.
Yeah, Decepticons. Okay, I got it spelled right. Let's do a refresh. Unless we had people leave the chat. I got tired of dealing with us. It happens.
It's getting late.
Hashtag Decept. Decepticons forever. Start collecting comments. Yep, it's 11. So 11's left. So here we go. Drawing number 2. Slow DK. I just saw you twice. You can't say anything this time. And Memo. Oh my gosh. They were just talking about how he's winning stuff all day today. There you go, brother. So you know how to get a hold of me, Memo. We've gotten a hold of each other before.
Am I on the right stream?
I don't know. That's my other channel. All right, what's that? Because it's glorious. I love Megatrons.
That is the Toy Alliance Megatron.
God, that thing's awesome. Does it transform too, or is that a non-transform?
It's a action figure too.
Okay.
And where's that?
Looks like he's getting ready to check you for cavities.
It's got the removable chest plate.
I love
Light
that.
up eyes. These things are awesome. They were going to do a sound wave. They were around by like $200 originally, but I didn't pay that for this one. I got it on sale for like, I think $140, $130. Then Optimus, when it was new, it was like $169.
You know, I think I saw that at TFCon in Baltimore. Come think of it.
These things are so cool. If you got Marvel Legends and stuff like that, they're just great display pieces.
Oh, well, that's most of mine anyway. I'll transform a couple times. They stay on the shelf until they become classics, and I review them again. Well, all right. Well, collector and
a non-transforming.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
I got it in vehicle mode and robot mode.
I am going to shut this thing down. It is 11:30. I have had a blast talking with you. It's been fun.
Yes,
chat,
sir.
Enjoyed you as well. I mean, usually I don't draw too big of a crowd on a Sunday, but I was gone last night, and it is what it is. So, as usual,
thank you for the invite too.
You guys commenting. I appreciate you accepting my invite. I always enjoy talking to new people that we've only seen via the chats or maybe on Facebook.
Or really not that far distance wise. A little bit of drive, but not bad.
Yeah,
I think you're close. You're up close to where I have family up in Charleston, West Virginia.
Charleston's about an hour and a half from me. Yeah.
So you're basically we're about right in the middle.
Close. Are you familiar with the Greenbrier Hotel is?
Not right off.
Yeah. I'm near there. All right. Well, brother, once again, great having you on. Chat, appreciate it as always, and we'll see you next time. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. This is Patriot Prime signing out. Hooah!